Maybe a little of both. On first down, Stafford here. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's Stafford now on second down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Here's Stafford. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
To throw is Stafford. The 14-time Pro Bowler Tony Gonzalez, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the score. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to wind up and air it out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. So they will go for it. Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Amerson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick-sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one. and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
And now here's another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not all.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series? The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Steve forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And he is knocked down from the side at the 33. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Patriots take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Stafford down to throw. The swing pass caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And
this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, DeMarcus Ware. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Halfback sent in motion. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's got room. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 36. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt. Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw here. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Again, it's McCoy. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they'll run it with McCoy. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Second down following the run. Freeman again. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run. And
the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And caught right side. Green. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A good pickup there at 22.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll go again to McCoy. And some room to roam now. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. The 40, 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LaShawn McCoy, 93 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right?
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And the return here will go.
People trying to say I'm only enemy. Got a cold with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time, I can't even lie. No way in, no way out, do or die. So on roll, when I roll, must be. Amen, man. I can rob Benz, I don't do peace. I beast, I gotta eat. Saber tooth, tiger, diamond tooth teeth. Rockin' right now, won't you come peep? I was outside. The way to shake, leave your mouth wide. You need to say grace for you say thanks. Amen, amen. What's left in my life, don't know what's in store. I've been dealing with these blessings that I can't ignore. Putting up the numbers, we ain't keeping score. Amen, amen. I here on the block, my side. Run it in the house for it's 12 o'clock. Yeah, the hood love me, but you gotta watch. Amen, amen. I just three, I don't do sleep. Yeah, we gon' fall through. Amen. Yeah, packed it from the south, moved it to the west. Iced the logo on the cross, threw it on my neck. Yeah.